Bruh. There we go. I'm pretty sure the mic's configured right now. Bruh. Yeah, it's configured. Yo. Have to group all the ghosts up first. Well, that was quick. Give me a second. I'm pretty sure. Have this off. And we can just unplug the webcam for now. That way it's not actually on, because I'm not actually using it. I've got an idea. What I should probably do. I know I'm just like constantly going back and forth, but like Sky. If I actually link my own Skylia in the description of the stream. There we go. So actually link my like actual like stats in the like stream description, that way people can look at them and look at the equipment I use. It's not a bad idea. Oh shit, I haven't even set up my ability to look at chat. Lamau. Yo, my ability to look at chat is next to none, due to not having the things in place. I saw just a thing on YouTube which allowed you to look at live chat and nothing else. That would be incredibly useful for them to add in. Why would they do that? Why would they add anything useful to the site? Isn't really any decent for me to plunk it down either, like my phone with the chat, which is annoying. I'll just do it like that. That should work. I should just be able to occasionally look at chat. But that's not an eye line. I could do with is like a YouTube Studio application for like live streaming, which will pop up a notification in the bottom right, like when you get a Discord notif when someone types in chat. That would be incredibly useful. You know, oh, there are many things that would be so useful to have, but I just don't know if it exists or not. And that guy just casually walked into the ghost and died. Pretty sure he was like AFKing, because the way he looked like he was mining. Like he was trying to mine the ground. Pretty sure his AFK bot broke. I mean, we could go check the spawn area, see if he's still moving around the spawn area. Because if he is, then we can pretty much confirm that his AFK bot is AFK botting. And we could get him banned for macroing. Yo. Because, like, I could be like, yo, moderators, I got this stream as evidence that I got a macroer. Yo, you want to ban him? Lamap. That'd be hilarious. Because, like, you're just streaming. That means you got video evidence of, like, people hacking. People cheating. Sweet, sweet video evidence. Yo, moderators. That'd be hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Yo! Yo! The funny 1 mil coin drop. That funny guy's in Werewolf and he's getting his ass handed to him. That guy's not doing enough damage. Nor does he have the healing. He just actually is kind of bad. I mean, it explains the 120 health healed because he's using Werewolf, which is what I used to use before I had, like, full Shadow Assassin. Because Werewolf was consistent for damage. Because my bank was at 0 when I started, I can actually, like, see how much money I make from this. I've probably been doing it for about 10 minutes, I think. Like, just judging by the amount I've got from, like, scavenger. Because with scavenger coins, you usually make like between like 600 and 800,000 an hour just from the scavenger coins. Because like, yeah, it's just money they make passively from Scav 4. I mean, if I were to get Scav 5, we've been I don't know how much Scav 5 is. I can check, but like. Or to get Scav 5, I'd probably make a little bit more coins. One thing I also need to do is like do a shit ton of catacombs, but like I actually need to do floor 5. I think if I do floor 5, I'm actually gonna need a proper team for it. Because like it's very doable. Like get all the secrets, get all the things, yeah. Go for an S rank. And then using the funny S rank. Yeah. Because apparently you're meant to look up to the ceiling during the livid fight and like see what colour the ceiling is. And then what colour the ceiling is what colour livid's the real livid, and then you gotta kill that colour. But if you kill the wrong livid, you get significantly stronger. It's like, with that knowledge, I might be able to solo floor 5. If I just play smart. I mean, Catacombs, it's entirely based on, like, getting Cata level. If you don't have good Cata level, then you're not going to have good Cata stats. I mean, it's recommended that you have, like, around, like, Cata 30 to do floor 7s. Which is a shit ton of, like... I mean, I could just XP run floor 6 and, like, deliberately die. And get like a shit ton of combat XP. Because if I get to combat 50, if I get to combat fucking 60, yeah, before doing floor 7s, then like, I'll basically just be ridiculously powerful. The sheer increase in stats that that'll bring is going to be insane. I don't think this guy's learnt very well. He's going to end up dead. It's like Ghost Simulate only. Use a soul whip to farm the ghosts. Use like a phantom rod to farm the ghosts if you're too poor and or not enough fishing level to farm the ghosts with a soul whip. But it's recommended that you just grind the fishing levels instead because it's way easier. I'm trying to use a phantom rod, trust me. There's probably another thing to note. People like don't like fishing for some reason. People don't like fishing. No idea why. I mean, fishing is pog. It gets good items, makes good money. Doesn't make more money than like most things, but it still makes good money. It makes really, really good money. Alright, currently 16 minutes in, and one sorrow with one bag of coins dropped with scav coins. It's like 1.7 mil. So, like, you know. Times the funny 1.7 mil by 6. is incredibly unrealistic. Because in reality, sorrow farming is like around 6 to 8 mil an hour, depending on how good your RNG is. Obviously, it can be significantly more if you get ridiculous RNG, but like on average, it makes around 6 to 8 mil. I'm gonna say on average 6 to 8 mil. I should say on average 7 mil, because it just makes more sense. This also is extremely good for combat XP. Like, you passively do this for fucking ages, you get combat levels. Like, I've gone from like combat 35, I think I went like combat 30 all the way to combat 40. Mostly from ghost farming. Simply because this makes bank and this also makes combat XP. Because each one of these ghosts is like around 200 average, considering the whole like runics give double. I mean, they're around like you get around like a lot of XP. It's incredibly useful. Should probably make more thumbnails for like other things, like actually like decent thumbnails. I mean, I think I'm gonna keep with the crudely making thumbnails in MS Paint thing because it's funny. And be like, put a red circle around my like Minecraft character, and then like put a bunch of red arrows, yeah, and then like a bunch of random stock image shock faces, just as like a shitpost thumbnail. Or like just like put it on like a random piece of cobblestone, and then put like an Among Us thing there, and just put, yeah, like, disclaimer, this thumbnail's a shitpost. Because I mean, I'm never gonna take YouTube seriously, ever. Like, I'm just gonna stream, do a funno, yeah, have a shitpost, have a laugh, and nothing else. I mean, that's quite literally my objective with the site. If I get to 1,000 subs eventually, great. Yeah, honestly, funny, hilarious. I mean, I could just make an incredibly clickbait video. I might have to switch lobbies if this guy doesn't leave. He's doing that stupid giant sword swapping, so he's not getting any lifesteal. Because I'm not getting any lifesteal as well. Which means I have to lobby swap again. Because of pricks like that can't see someone else is already there. That's like the only thing I hate about ghost farming is the fact that there's just arseholes with like 5 bill net worth that just show up randomly. And just ruin everything. Because they're literally 2-tap ghosts with the stupid sword swap macro. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I think, like, main issue with ghost farming is the fact that it is RNG reliant. Because you have to hope for a good drop. Yeah. You have to hope you get drops to proc. And if they don't proc, then you don't make enough money. I have a feeling we just had someone nearly die by jumping down here and realizing it was a mistake. That happens a lot. It's like... Because I could literally do this for like an hour, and if I'm really unlucky, I won't get any sorrow drops, despite the fact that I'm on really high magic find. But like... Sometimes I can get like 20 sorrow drops in an hour and make absolute bank, yeah? So the method is semi-reliable, but like it's also like very unreliable, because if you've got decent magic find, then obviously it's a much better farming method. Because I've got like... I don't know how much magic find I've got exactly, I'll just see when I get a next drop. I'll bring it up. Yeah, another thing is the fact that I'm doing enough damage to retain a combo, but I'm not killing them fast enough to mean that I don't get the maximum thingy from the combo. The kills are staggered, so it maximizes the extra things from the combo. From the Grandma Wolf pet, whatever. It's weird. Very specific. Fluctuations in stats. Very weird. Oh, someone got killed by a ghost. Either another unfortunate soul or someone that was AFK. Hopefully it was the second one. I like it when the AFKs get what they deserve. This stream is basically me tapping A and S while holding down right click for several hours. That's the entire stream. The entire stream is me pressing A and S and occasionally W to reposition myself while moving the mouse to the right while holding right click. It's the entire stream. It's literally the entire stream. It's just how it do be sometimes. I haven't even eaten anything yet today. I don't feel like eating yet. Oh yay, Sora. Yeah, 138. Yeah, with a +3. So my base magic find is 135, which is decent, because that means it's just like more than doubling my chance to get drops. I mean, with decent combo, it's like plus like it's timesing my chances by 2.4. Yeah. Magic find is ridiculously useful for grinding. When you start the game, you always have a low magic find, but like as you progress and as you do things, your magic find just naturally increases. I think the main attributes to magic find are probably like the amount of pets you have and like what other perks you have and skill average. I don't actually know what directly affects the stat of magic find. Like, which one of the skills actually affects magic find? Because that's just pet luck, which I guess kinda affects magic find. I guess. That says my base magic find is 119. Ah, yeah, because the added magic find from me having good bestiary stats for ghosts. That's where the extra magic find's coming from. Because I have a very decent ghost bestiary stat. I think I like ghost 10. So I get like a shit ton of extra magic find from that. I mean, yeah, bestiary's a good chunk of magic find. And then, like, a good chunk of the magic find is also from, like, 75 from potions. From the god potion. Yeah, god pot is a very good chunk of magic find. I think a lot of magic find can also be, like, those talisman thingies. They call the enrichments that you can put on legendary talismans and higher. But like, to really get the effect of enrichments, you need a lot of legendary talismans. Of which you only really have if you're like late to end game. If you're late to end game, you're not going to be farming ghosts for money, you're probably going to be doing E-slayers. Getting void gloom minions and AFKing. And also, if you're AFKing, you want to make sure when you AFK, yeah, you either do it on an alt account, or you do it on, like, an account, your main account, when Godpot isn't active. See, I wanted to make, like, a max Void Gloom setup with minions, and make, like, a Void Gloom dropper. With, like, water and hoppers, because, yeah, most people don't know that the funny Void Gloom thingies take water damage as well. So you don't even have to make a dropper, you could just make the water thing. And it works just as well. If not better, because it means you have to craft less hoppers. You just put a bunch of hoppers in the centre. And then just have them hopper down into like a massive set of storages. Because each double chest you can split off into 2 hoppers. Into 2 double chests. Yeah. And then have those hoppers split off into 2 more double chests. And then perpetually keep doing that. And it should work out. Yeah, 334 is base magic find against ghosts. And then for some reason, the extra plus 3% turns out to be like an extra plus 5%? I don't know what that is, but, you know. Maybe that's a bug. Maybe it's multiplicative. I mean, it could be a bug. For all I know, it is a bug. I wonder how I'm actually doing on Ghost Bestiary. Like, it's probably quite high. I'm actually gonna check. If I go to my combat and my Bestiary. Deep caverns, grunts, ghosts. Yeah. I get ghostly boots quite often, which is funny. Plasmas are rarer than sorrows, which is also funny. A lot of bestiary milestones. I could do goblin bestiary milestones. He's having RNGs drop. I actually didn't know these had an RNGs drop. Maybe that's like the blue goblin eggs. I just gotta hoard up all the ghosts again. Because I have to hoard the ghosts up so Swarm can have its maximum potential. Because Swarm 5 is a good enchant, yeah. It's expensive, but it's good. Like a very high percentage extra damage. Really amplifies those base numbers. Yo, an actual commenter. Yo. Like, it really does amplify the base numbers with the, like, the swarm. It's quite useful. I mean, Swarm 5 is like a 8 mil enchant. I mean, it's expensive. I mean, the price does fluctuate, but, like, overall, it's a decent enchant. Don't worry about the raffle. The raffle is not important. Participating in the raffle would be unoptimal. Yeah, I'm approaching the 1 hour mark, and it's safe to say this has been unoptimal. Bad sorrow RNG. Because right now, only 2 mil worth of sorrow. Good for you. I mean, what are summoning eye prices like right now on Bazaar? Like, are they actually worth farming? I mean, they are worth farming for pretty much any new player. Because they're just worth a lot, because people want to do drag lobbies, specifically to try and get a drag pet. But, like, the only people that actually want to do drags are people that, A, want to test out their damage, but don't want to do dungeons. Yeah? And B, want to farm for a legendary drag pet. I mean, there's quite literally, like, no other group of people. It's like, you have to be dumb to actually want to do drags as a new player. Because summoning eyes sell for a shit ton. So it's much worth... like, 1 mil, wow. Because I know things have been slowly creeping up in price. Due to, like, booster cookies not getting purchased, so therefore they creep up in price, and then everything that costs bits creep up in price, and then eventually just everything creeps up in price. I mean, if they're 1 mil right now, that's so good for early game players. Because one summoning eye is basically an AOTD. Because I'm pretty sure AOTD prices haven't changed. Right. So yeah, one summoning eye gets you an AOTD, which gets you a decent early game weapon. Yeah? And then if you get like 2 or 3 more summoning eyes, you get full strong drag. Yeah? Strong drag AOTD is like ridiculously good early game. I mean, even strong drag AOTE, fucking, even that's decent, because you get the strength bonuses. Ah. I got a ghostly boots drop. That's pretty fucking pog. That's like a running 8,000 chance. Yeah. I mean, my boost, I like regularly have like income from like 16 snow minions. So I make about like 6 mil. I make like around like 1.2, maybe 1.5 mil. I mean, they're completely useless. The ghostly boots like don't do anything. They're entirely cosmetic. But they are selling for some reason on AH. Might just put them up for 100k. But like, in terms of like how the economy is at the moment, Sorrow prices are double what they used to be before Crystal Hallows. Like Sorrow prices per, they used to be 250k per. Yeah. But when they buffed Sorrow Armor to have gemstone slots, and specifically to have a topaz slot, allowing it to have pristine, which is like the optimal thing for having for gemstone mining, for like the end game money making method, it pretty much doubled the price of Sorrow Armor because of the amount of people wanting it. Yeah. Like, I used to like struggle to sell Sorrows at 300k per. Yeah, I like actually have to like wait like an hour for them to sell. But now I can just craft a pair of like fucking Sorrow boots, yeah, for like 6.5 mil, despite the fact they only cost like 6 mil worth of Sorrows. Get them sold within 10 minutes. Like, it's ridiculously good. Like, it's actually just ridiculously good. So yeah, that's like 2 mil in like the space of like 30 minutes. If you've got a Skylia link for your thing, if you want to post your Skylia link in the live stream chat, yeah, then I could make some optimization suggestions with like very specific things for like what money you currently have. Because an AOTD isn't the best decision, let's be real here. I mean, it's good for its price, but overall there are better things currently on the market for, like, around similar price. Which, because of the current summoning eye rates, it's probably better to, like, skip to some things. I don't even know what weapons you even have, so you might currently be using an AOTD, I don't even know. Or, like, a Flower of Truth. I genuinely wouldn't know. Because I can make very specific Skylia suggestions. Because I take this game hilariously seriously when it comes to, like, specifically min-maxing certain stats. And that's coming from someone who manually fishes. Full unstable with AOTD. Well, that's currently, like, mainly just crit chance. I'm guessing using Fierce Reforge for, like, the extra crit chance and crit damage. Crit damage is basically necessary. So I'm guessing you are one-tapping Zealots, like, oh. Am I correct? Are you one-tapping the Zealots? Oh, by the way, there's like a 10 seconds. Yeah, well, that's good. I mean, the main thing you have to compete with with eye farming is people using the frozen Psy, yeah. Those people are aggravating, and people in like full young drag zooming around, like insta killing everything. That's like the two things you have to really compete with. Like very specific scenarios. I mean, the Frozen Scythe non shows up a lot. That's just like most of the game. Hey, another Sorrow drop. I mean, I farm Sorrows because it's easy and... Oh, another Sorrow drop. It's easy money, yeah. Yeah. It's like community consensus that Frozen Scythe nons are cringe and cringe and blue pilled and cringe. Not based on red pilled, they're cringe and blue pilled. No one likes Frozen Scythe. No one likes the Frozen Scythe nons. All they do is make everything harder for everyone else. If you could do me like a quick favor and like just post your like Minecraft username in the chat so I can like make a very specific set of recommendations for progression based on what you currently have and what you're currently capable of doing. It sounds very oddly specific, but like I'm actually like quite good at like specific suggestions. Right then. Time to look at Skylia. Do a funny copy paste. Right then. Unstable drag, epic tiger, that's good. No inventor. You have more fairy souls than me because you actually bothered to do them. It's like I don't like fairy souls. They're annoying. I tried to do it like like specifically tried to do no fairy souls with without I tried to do fairy souls without a guide, but like I kind of just gave up at around like 120. Cause like yeah. Not exactly the sort of person that really wants to be bothered with doing that sort of stuff. You know what I mean? I mean, overall, first of all, for me to actually give you like an accurate like description of what I can like do to give you advice-wise, you're gonna need to turn like your API sharing thing on, so I can actually see what talismans you've got and that, because like currently can't. Because I mean, the true next step of progression is entirely get talismans and reforge them to like either like I can actually show you an exact thing because I've actually got. So when you open your Skyblock menu, yeah, there should be a settings thing, which is the redstone torch for you if you're not using the texture pack, yeah, and then API settings, which is like this, and just tick all of these so they're green, yeah, and then people will be able to see where you can do it on your what stats you are on your Skylia. It's very useful. I mean, a lot of people don't have it on initially, but like that's because like it's default off for all of them. But like Alright, now, if I I'll give it, like, a few minutes, because it might need to update. Because, like, the API thing, it, like, I think it has, like, a cooldown where it updates every 10 minutes. I'm not sure. So, I give it, like, 10 minutes. I should then be able to check. Another Sora there. The 1 hour mark is in 10 minutes, and it's looking like it's sort of on the low end. Ah, yeah. So are you using the funny Skyblock client that Hellcastle and Furry E-Boy recommended specifically? Because I'm using the funny Sky client that Hellcastle and Furry E-Boy recommended. With, like, the very specific mods they recommended, and had to, like, fiddle around with, like, the exact arrangement of my UI for, like, an hour and a half. That's, like, my only issue with, like, the Sky Client mod pack for Skyblock is... like, because there's, like, 4 different UI mods for, like, the user interface and shit. Because there's, like, 4 UI mods, it means, like, you have to configure all of them, but then you have to go into Dungeons and configure the Dungeons UI, because that doesn't show up unless you're in Dungeons. Hello, I've got another viewer, which is Pog. But I'm just talking about UI, and, like, Sky Client's UI specifically being a massive faff around to organise. But, like, you have to go into Dungeons to configure the Dungeons UI, because you can't see where the Dungeons UI is, and if it, like, doesn't configure well with other UIs, unless you're actually in Dungeons. So I had to go into a floor 1 solo, yeah, specifically leave, like, a comment in the description saying, configuring UI, yeah, and, like, I had, like, 4 people join, and I told them, yeah, I'm literally just configuring the UI in floor 1, like, just leave if you want. I'm not actually gonna be, like, trying to complete the dungeon. I spent, like 20 minutes trying to configure the dungeon UI to actually look nice against the other UIs while in dungeons. Because obviously certain things like the Dwarven Mine stuff doesn't show up unless you're, like, in the Dwarven Mines. So, like, stuff that doesn't show up, you can just sort of configure it how it needs to. So it doesn't matter if, like, non-conflicting UIs arrangements, like, overlap each other if they don't show up at the same time ever anyway. Which is, you know, useful. It's, like, very specific UI things. Okay, now I'm getting a lot of sorrow drops. Like, I'm actually just unironically getting a shit ton of sorrow drops. Like, it's always, like, at the end, yeah? Like, as I'm, like, saying a lot of stuff, and, like, it'll always be, like, at the end of the hour where you just get a shit ton of drops for no reason. Like, all of the bad RNG, yeah? From, like, previous just suddenly disappears. Again! Like, literally. I'm getting sorrows by the dozen. I literally just got back-to-back sorrows then. Like, this is an example of just RNG being very good and very much enjoyable RNG right here. Like, I just went from, like, a suboptimal sorrow, like, hour to, like, suddenly going it from, like, more than optimal. Yeah, because I got, like, nearly 12. Like, it literally went from suboptimal sorrow drops in an hour to optimal sorrow drops to even more than optimal sorrow drops from, like, the past 10 minutes. Which is ridiculous. Like, stupidly good RNG. Like, ridiculously good RNG right here. I mean, I'll probably, like, stop once I hit, like, the 1 hour mark. Because, like, when you tap in A and S on your keyboard, and occasionally W with the same 2 fingers repeatedly for an hour, your fingers start to go numb. So, nice. I mean, the early game money game is like a serious thing. Like, because when you're working with like such a small budget with what items you can and can't use, and there's such a large library of items that you can and can't, and you could and couldn't buy, yeah, it is a massive case of you have to be really smart with your budget, because you can't just throw your investment at like, oh, I just got my first 1 mil, I'm gonna buy a god pot and then immediately dies and loses it, yeah, because they didn't have cookie buff. Like, you have to be really smart with your investments. Like, I think one thing that most people need to, like, most people should do, 6 redstone minions. That, yeah, I'm gonna fully agree with that, completely, yeah. Redstone minions for starting off, they're not profitable, but they are necessary, because you need the accessory bag slots for talismans, yeah. Getting redstone collection out of the way as soon as possible is the smartest move, yeah. Like, I had like a shit ton of redstone 8 minions, like when I started, like redstone 8, redstone 9. I've got a redstone 11 minion, like currently, that's just passively there. Like, they're all tier 7. Tier 7 is like the optimum, yeah. A shit ton of tier 7s is much better, yeah. I've just got like the one redstone 11 that's just been sat there. I've got max redstone collection and I have for ages, but the redstone minion is just kind of sat there just in case like redstone is needed for anything. Because I've got one redstone 11 and then like 3 gold 9 minions, yeah, and then 16 snow, yeah, like maxed out fully like set up snow minions for like money. And then I've got 2 slime minions for slime collection, because I'm, like, just working on very specific collections, yeah. And then, I think that's it. I think that's all my 22 minion slots. But yeah, I have 22 minion slots, yeah. Which is quite a few minion slots. Like, I could easily get more if I'd, like, put in the financial investment of, like, 2 mil. Like, 2 or 3 mil per, like, level 11 minion maxed out. Yeah. Like, I could genuinely, like, put a shit ton of time investing money into getting more minion slots, and then selling those minions on to someone else, and then, like, you know. Because when selling minions, what you want to do is you want to get the cumulative bazaar cost of the items on the low end. Yeah, once you get your redstone collection maxed out, you should pick up all your redstone minions and, like, sell them to another player. That way you can make your money back from, like, crafting them. Which is, like, the wise decision. That's what I did with a fuck ton of my redstone minions, was I had, like, a whole bunch of them. And then after, like, I got all my redstone collection, I kept one and, like, sold the rest to another person in exchange for, like, snow minions. Which was a good decision, because snow minions make bank and make, like, 2 mil a day off snow minions. And, like, snow minions are also ridiculously good mining XP. Because it doesn't seem like it adds up, but, like, every, like, 2 days, you'll get, like, a fucking mining level, and it's, like, ridiculously good. Because the snow is good mining XP, and then you got the mining XP from, like, the diamond, like, diamonds that if you put diamond spreading and, like, a super compactor and, enchanted lava bucket on your snow minions, then they will be making the absolute bank. I mean, plasma buckets on snow minions is not worthwhile. Unless you're, like, stupidly rich and are willing to, like, commit to, like, several months of waiting for them to actually pay themselves back, then yeah, plasma buckets might be worth it, but, like, they're, like, 2 mil each. Some reality. I think plasma buckets are actually way more expensive than that. I'm not exactly sure. Like, I know they're expensive. I was about to say that I think the Burst of Sorrow look ran out, but then we immediately got a Sorrow drop. Which is just a testament to how lucky I am currently. I mean, I did put a Lucky Clover on my Mithril Golem specifically because it's like +7 magic finds. It actually might make quite a considerable difference. Yeah. Like, in my opinion, like, early game, what I would do is I actually wouldn't buy booster cookies in mass. Like, what I do is I just make sure that every time you have money, yeah, you go back, yeah, you sell it to the bazaar, you put it in the bank, you play safe, yeah? 'Cause booster cookies, yeah, they're good, but, like, they're expensive, yeah? Especially right now. So, like, until you've got, like, a consistent way of, like, making a shit ton, yeah, of, like, passive income from, like, minions and stuff, I would only be buying booster cookies, like, every once in a while, for, like, if you're gonna do some serious XP grinding, because the XP bonus they give. But that's just my own personal opinion. I mean, I make, on average, 8 mil an hour from just sitting here, pressing A and S and holding right click. I mean, I say that like it's a simple thing, but like in reality, I spent like tens of hours grinding for fishing levels so I could use the soul whip, and then invested like 20 mil into making the soul whip optimum for damage. And then like I've got like a shit ton of talismans. Yeah, 8 mil an hour from ghost farming. Because the sorrows sell for like 500k each. But you need like a high skill average and like high fishing level. Because you need fishing 26 to use the soul whip, and you also need like a 20 mil investment to the soul whip, and then also have good talismans and like I'm in full shadow assassin, so like I have like actually decent damage. I have like a 34 skill average, so a lot of my damage comes from, like, not just the weapon, from my talismans and my armor and my skill average. And the fact that I'm literally combat 40, yeah. So I actually have, like, a high combat level. I mean, overall, with like, you make, like, 5 mil an hour on average from summoning eyes. If you can, like, optimally run around. I think with unstable, it's like 3 mil an hour, due to, like, not killing them as fast as someone zooming around in, like, young drag with a god pot, with, like, 500 speed. But, like, it's still good money. I hit the 1 hour mark, so I'm just gonna finish clearing up the rest of the hordes of ghosts that are in front of me that I've already initially damaged. Right, then, because I've got the initial 4 sorrows from yesterday, I've got my backpack filled with all the runes. Sorrow is like absolute bank. This person's like. So I'm probably not gonna actually like put them on AH as sorrows. First of all, I'm gonna check AH prices. Yeah. Sorrow. Chest plate. I mean, it's looking like, yeah. I actually want to craft a sorrow chest plate. He's not trying to leech, he's just trying to buy. Like, 500k per. He said he was willing to buy them. He's not leeching, he's just offering to buy them. Like, the objective is to sell. But, like, you know. It's looking like I actually want to farm like 6 more. Like, I actually need 6 more of them. Because if I can craft a chest plate, then I can sell the chest plate for, like, significantly more. Which is actually the optimum strat here. Like, if people are willing to buy a min bin chest plate. Because, like, chestplate raw craft cost was 12 mil. Yeah? That's worth of sorrows. But I can sell it for 14. So I make an extra 2 mil if I craft a chestplate. I need 6 more sorrows. It's like the strat is definitely craft a chestplate and then sell the chestplate individually. I think they should have, like, a Sorrow Talisman that, like, increases your true defense by, like, 25 or something. That'd be really cool. Yeah, feel free to do the funny subscribey thing that says it in the bottom left. Because I do this regularly. Like, I actually just farm sorrows regularly, but I don't stream it usually. Like, I'll stream occasionally, whether I actually, like, remember to press the OBS stream button. Kind of like unrelated question, but do you like the shitty thumbnail I made in MS Paint that took like 10 seconds? I didn't take 10 seconds, I said it took like 5 minutes, unironically. But like, yeah. I think I need to look up black magic and how to rotate a text in MS Paint. Like, I'm pretty sure you can rotate text in MS Paint by, like, going onto, like, Microsoft Word, yeah? Typing the text you want to put in that's rotated, yeah? Grabbing the text from, like, clipping it, yeah? And then, like, after you've rotated the text in there, you can do a funno. It's like actually a funny method. fingers hurt, but need monies. Because I'll make like 14 mil if I sell this chest plate. I need 24. It's 24 storage craft chest plate. The chest plate has the biggest profit margin. I mean, theoretically, I could just try and buy Sorrows off AH, and then, like, craft chest plates and flip. Because Sorrow chest plates are in high demand, I could just flip it. Alright, that's 1 out of 6. Doing the funny. I think streaming on Sundays is actually probably like much better for my schedule. Because Sundays is literally like the day where I've got fuck all to do. Like, I get all of my uni work done by like the Saturday. Either that or I just do it, yeah. Even then, the frequency that we have to even upload uni work in the first place is so infrequent that it's not going to matter that much anyway. Either way, having an upload schedule is probably something I need to do. Like, actually, like, making videos. I mean, I got a 1 terabyte hard drive, so storing the videos is not going to be much of a problem. I've got a GTX 1660 Ti, so processing the video isn't going to be a problem. I got the swag set up, so like an actually powerful setup. I mean, I mentioned the word pre-built and everyone's gonna shit themselves, but then I mentioned the word you can't buy graphics cards as a fucking, like, public buyer, yeah. As, like, an individual, yeah. You will not be able, yeah, to get hold of a graphics card as a single individual. Only companies get hold of graphics cards to make pre-builds. So if you want a graphics card, you have to buy a pre-build. It's pretty much how the system works now. So people who get pre-built PCs are actually on the advantage nowadays. Because the amount of, like, shady world governments, cough cough, the CCP, cough cough, yeah, that are, like, actively mining crypto to, like, benefit themselves. But in the long run, burning up, like, all of the planet's nice fucking graphics cards. Leaving no graphics cards for us gamers to actually be gaming. You know, the thing the graphics cards were made for, gaming. High resolutions. It's pretty sad. A bunch of hungry world domination-y, like, political party that runs China is the main reason why we can't play Doom Eternal at, like, 3 million FPS. Which is pretty sad, in my opinion. Pretty cringe. The Chinese Communist Party took away my nice graphics cards. Now Minecraft's only running at 300 FPS instead of 600 FPS. Cringe. I'm gonna die. I mean, I have it on VSync, so it's gonna permanently be at 60 FPS. Because, like, I visually did not need a monitor that processes, like, 1000 FPS or something crazy. I mean, it's just a funner. I mean, 60 FPS is decent. Like visually, I think the human eye processes visual data at around 200 FPS. Yeah, like on average, the human population on average, our eyesight processes around 200 frames per second. For some people, it's a lot more. For some people, it's less. It's really dependent on genetics. So having like a 60 FPS monitor, like you will be able to see the FPS. But like anything above 200 FPS, you will not be able to visually process. Yeah, unless you're like the 0.1% of the population that processes has eyesight that runs at like thousands of FPS for some stupid reason. Yeah, like your brain is your brain, the part of your brain that handles optics just is on maximum overdrive at like 99% of the time. Yeah, unless you're that 1% of the like 0.001% of the population that actually processes like FPS that well. Yeah, anything higher than 60 FPS isn't really that necessary, in my opinion. I mean, resolution. Yeah, high resolution, so like ridiculously good res is Pog. Like, I think my monitor is like 1920 by like 1080 or something. Resolution, I think. I'm not exactly sure on that statistic. I can look. But like, yeah. Also, it's much better to have VSync on when playing Minecraft because it helps with frame rate issues and it also helps with like actual issues. Like makes the game run smoother. I mean, I'm saying that I dedicated 8 gigabytes of the funny RAM. It's the funny thing about pressing F3 in Minecraft is it actually just shows all of your PC specs. Like it just shows all of your PC specs, which is incredibly useful. I don't even have to say what my specs are. I can just press F3 in Minecraft, and you can see that like the display and the exact display that Minecraft is using because it's in a window, and like the graphics card, and like how many mods I've got loaded, and like how much like memory it's using, and how much is using the percentage of allocated that it's using compared to my 16 gigabytes of RAM. I mean, you can't see the CPU, but like you can see it. Like it's decent. I mean, overall, I can run, like, pretty much every high-end game at decent graphics, yeah? Look now, I can probably run Cyberpunk 2077 at decent graphics, yeah? Because GTX 1660 Ti isn't exactly a weak graphics card. It's one of the better modern-day-ish graphics cards. Yeah, it's, like, the graphics card itself is, like, I mean, my GTX 1660 Ti is basically factory new, yeah? I mean, I bought it, yeah, directly from, like, a pre-build company, yeah? And they get shit factory new. Cyberpower PC gets it factory new, yeah? But it's also, like, as a graphics card, a decent for its price graphics card. Obviously, the latest ones, like the 3090s, the RTX 3090s, are going to be hyper-inflated in price due to high demand. But shit like the mid-ground of decent graphics cards, yeah, like a 1660, yeah, are going to be decently priced due to, like, mid-demand, yeah, for that specific graphics card. It's not the most powerful, but it is, like, a powerful graphics card. But it's also, like, you know, affordable. I mean, I say affordable, like, I paid for it with my maintenance loan as a university student, because, you know, the government gave me money because I'm a university student, because I'm in higher education, which means late game I'll be contributing a lot more to their economy, yeah. You know, the United Kingdom education system is absolutely poggers, and the government basically gives you free money for being educated. I mean, they use the system to try and trick poor people, like myself, yeah, into, like, not wanting to go to university because, like, of, like, the late game expenses. But then they realize, but if you're smart, yeah, and you actually look at it, you go, wait a minute, I don't actually have to pay them back. You never actually have to pay them back. Yeah? They basically give you free money. Yo. Yeah, but you have to be educated. So you have to actually be a smart kid to actually, like, get the money in the long game. So when people call you a nerd, keep in mind, like, as a nerd, you're gonna get paid more than those fuckers ever do. Yeah? Because as an electrical engineer, my late game is, like, in fact, my early game is 60k a year. My late game is like upwards of 100k plus a year. Yeah. As an electrical engineer, which is stupidly good. Also, speaking of stupidly good, these sorrow drops are not. Yeah, I got a shit ton of sorrows earlier, but now I'm not. I'm not getting any sorrows. Which is kind of cringe. Game, it would be nice if you would give me the sorrow drops. That would indeed be poggers. You know, the game actually giving me the drops that I want would be a miracle, let's be real here. I mean, I got a ghostly boots drop, but I would have preferred, instead of a ghostly boots drop, like several sorrows. Which is like the equivalent RNG. In reality, I'm probably going to be sat here for like another hour. It's going to be hilarious. I honestly can't tell if my live chat is working. Honestly, never tell. I think it's a good thing that I put my Skylar in the description, because people could literally just look at what I have. Like, look at my specific things I'm using. Which is, you know, helpful. .36 kill streak on ghosts. It's pretty high. And you get a lot more coins. But yeah, I need like 5 more sorrow drops so I can craft a chest plate and sell it for an inflated price. Therefore making more money per sorrow. But again, hoping for good RNG is basically asking for a miracle. Give me a second. funny. You say that funny in chat. Bruh. When there's Skyblock, friends ask. Oh, hell no, not a server reboot. Now I have to clean up all the ghosts. Come on, give me a sorrow before the server reboots. I love my cracked RNG. How many can we kill? Oh. I would just have to do the funny warp to dungeons. And then also do the funny warp back to Dwarven Mines. Because server restart. Yeah, I need like 4 more sorrow to craft a chestplate. So I could sell the chestplate for an inflated price. Because the raw craft cost of the chestplate is like 12 mil of sorrows. But you can sell it for like 14 mil on AH because people are lazy. And don't want to have to like scour AH for like 24 separate sorrows. Yeah, I can tell. People don't want to be scouring AH. It's kind of like a specific thing people don't want to be doing. It's like very specific though. How old is this lobby? I never gave me a warning, so I should be fine. I mean, I was in that lobby farming ghosts for like an hour and a half, so yeah, it was an old lobby. I should get one of those things where I can like, you know, like, I make around like 8 mil an hour, but like, if I sell a chest plate, like, I'll probably make a significant bit more, like 10 mil an hour if I craft chest plates from the sorrows I get. Because if chest plate prices are actually decent, I mean, it's all entirely based on high damage stats and decent magic find. Because I recently invested like 3 mil in buying a lucky clover for my mithril golem to increase my magic find by 7%. And I mean, it's not going to make a difference immediately, but it will make a difference in the long run. I received proxy loot. Oh my god, so it's a fucking... Some 3/4 Necron non has just showed up and just... He's actually considering enough to leave, holy shit. The 3/4 Necron non was actually considerate enough to see that someone else was here before him. Fishing minions... I'd say if you want money, clay. If you want XP, fishing. But, like, overall, when it comes to fishing XP, manually do it. I know. Yeah, I know I know people really don't wanna be manually fishing. Yeah. But, like, I recommend looking up a cat lord guide. Yeah. On how to fish, how to optimize fishing. Yeah. How to, like, progress during fishing. Yeah, and then look up a thing about lava fishing, because lava fishing is ridiculously good XP. That's how I got all of my XP. And, like, various other things. Because manually fishing, instead of taking, like, several months months to get like decent fishing level. You can do it in like a few weeks. That's probably something I should bring up, yeah? Dungeon fishing is a thing, yeah? I know people in, like, 3/4 fucking SA, yeah, Zombie Night Chestplate are gonna get fucking triggered as fuck because you're fishing in dungeons, yeah? But, like, think about it. The Phantom Rod can be dungeonized, yeah? You can 5-star the Phantom Rod. You can also put Master Stars on it, which means you can give it massive amount of stat increases in dungeons, which includes the sea creature chance stat that it gets, yeah? Which is also amplified by dungeon stat increases. So if you're at a decent kata level, yeah? Say like kata 30, so you get like 200% extra stat, yeah? The sea creature chance you get from extra from the Phantom Rod, yeah? From like having kata level, yeah, and having it 5-starred, yeah, is most likely going to mean you have like 100% sea creature chance, yeah, before you even put the pet equip on, yeah, which means you don't even need dolphin pet. You could use squid pet if you like. You don't even need auto pet to like do a switching, because you'll have like 100% sea creature chance, yeah. And then use like fish bait for the extra 30% fishing speed. You'll be fishing up a shit ton of sea creatures in dungeons. It's very odd and very specific, but like it works, trust me. Yeah, it just works. Yeah. Obviously, the most optimum fishing setup, yeah. The most optimum fishing setup would be fish in dungeons with this setup during a marina festival. Yeah, during a fishing festival is like, because you'll literally be fishing up sharks like crazy. It'd be stupid. Like, it's actually stupid. Alright, only 3 more sorrows. And then I can craft a funny chestplate. And then the funny chestplate can be sold on AH for an inflated amount of price, and then someone's going to buy it. Or, you know, I could do a funny where I have someone bid for it. Because yeah. I mean, I had an Ammonite pet, which I put on AH. I accidentally put 2 Ammonite pets up for bid instead of buy it now. Yeah, both level 1, both freshly made, yeah. Both, like, starting bid of, like, 450k, which was the lowest bin price. Someone bid $1 mil on one of them. Like, just $1 mil. Like, twice as much as it's, like, min bin prices. I'm like, what? Like, it's hilarious how if you put some up for bin, someone's gonna end up accidentally scamming themselves, trying to win a bidding war, instead of just looking on lowest bin. I mean, yeah. Extra 500k for me. But, like, obviously it's out of their pocket. I mean, overall, it's me who's benefiting from it. Because, like, I get the funny Helix fossil, doing the Crystal Hallows, yeah. I put 300k, yeah, into the crafting of it, in you know, the Dwarven Mines, the forge, yeah. I get the pet, I sell it for 500k, yeah. Overall, making like 200k profit each time you do the pet thing. It's quite nice, but it takes 12 days to, like, process the fossil in the forge. So it takes ages. But it is money. Like, it's a lot of money. Come on, 3 more sorrows, game. Come on, then I don't even have to do it. I don't even have to, like, farm sorrows once I got the other 3. I can, like, go do something else for the rest of the stream. Which would be brilliant. If I could, like, go do something else. Come on, game. I would like to be able to do something else other than pressing A and S on my keyboard while holding down right click. Yay, let's go. Like, actually, yeah, my middle finger and my ring finger are getting numb on my left hand because of how rapidly and how consistently I've been pressing 3 keys on my keyboard. I would like it if I got 2 more sorrows. Obviously, after I've finished sorrows, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, like, go over each individual piece of equipment I've used during this, during farming the sorrows. Yeah, even if, like, the far part of my sky thingy. I mean, it's not pain, it's just lack of feeling. 2 entirely different things. I mean, I'm constantly in, like, constant pain anyway due to chronic osteoarthritis and various ligament and joint issues, but, like, you know, just not being able to feel your fingers because you're, like, using them for such a prolonged period of time. I also fidget around, like, a whole lot. It's like I naturally burn, like, a shit ton of calories sat here, basically doing nothing. Plus the fact, if I keep the room cold, my body is naturally trying to heat itself back up, so that's also burning calories. Yeah, pro gamer strats. Be cold. Be miserable. Yeah? Burn calories by being cold, miserable, and fidgety. I just need 1 more, please. Let me have 1 more sorrow before you start intervening. I mean, is he 3/4 Necron Tower Helm? Oh, he actually swapped lobbies. He was considerate. He was actually considerate of other people. No way! No fucking way. Actually considerate of other people that were here before them? No. That never happens in Skyblock. No way. One more sorrow game. 1 more. Literally 1 more, and then I can do a funny. I can do a funny and craft a chest plate, and then I get... Oh, if I craft a chest plate, I'll also get carpentry XP. How much carpentry XP do I get from it? Because I know crafting Juju short bows gets a shit ton of carpentry XP. I know that. Like, if I need carpentry XP, I could just craft a Juju, enchant it with, like, basic enchants, and sell it for min bin. I just keep doing that until, like, I get carpentry 50 or something. You know, skill average. My rune crafting is 25. Which is pretty swag. Because my rune crafting being 25 can be directly attributed to Sarite drag lobbies. Shout out to fucking Sarite for, like, literally fucking, like, non-stop killing drags for, like, 3 years. Shout out to me for sucking ass. Dying to ghosts after 2 hours. No, not 2 hours, like... an hour and fucking 40 minutes of, I quote, sucking absolute ass. Like, literally, game, I just need one more. One more, and then this pain can be over. Well, I asked nicely. I'm just gonna clean up the rest of the ghosts I already damaged. I always do that. Sometimes I do this, and then like 3 more sorrows. Alright then, first of all, current price of sorrows per is 540k. Min bin. So if we then look on AH, sorrow. Alright, sorrow chest plate lowest bin is an actual decent one. Actually, no, it's like, yeah, raw craft cost. I mean, with sorrow chest plates, you really want to look. Because in the event that someone puts like a proper pristine... It's got Legion 3. That's jaded for 28. That's actually like fair price. But then you like look. This is ancient, it's not even jaded. Oh no. This isn't jaded, but it's max pristine. Very specific stuff here. You still make money if you craft. How much carpentry XP was that? 4.7? Bruh. So now I like sell this on AH. Put up for 12 hours. Yeah, it's on that. 14 mil. Or 13.8 mil. 12 hours, 13.8 mil. People don't buy these. You have to be stupid to buy ghostly boots. Literally useless. Like, literally. More stuff to go in the rune bag. I keep hold of any volters I get instead of just selling them, because they're drill fuel. And having an excess of drill fuel is always nice. The plasmas, however, I do sell. I literally just, like, sell them to NPC, because just good money. You only like a basic thing for that. So now that I've done funny sorrow farming for God knows how long, what does wisdom even do? I forget what wisdom does. Wisdom. I gain intel based on how many levels you have. Pick an Imbus. Someone who has 2 of them just sat here. You can buy them for dirt cheap off of AH because they're quite common, and they're useful for early game gemstone mining because sometimes you get a commission where you have to mine gemstones, and obviously if you don't have a decent pick with level 7 breaking power, then you can't. If you don't have a tool with level 7 or higher breaking power, you obviously can't break gemstones. So pick and imbuses are really useful for like early game gemstone mining. Obviously once you get to late game, you'll be picking up something like this, which is like an expensive fucking drill. like a 60 fucking mil drill right here. I mean, it says it's 37 mil, but then you got to include the extra like 20 mil for the fuel tank and like another fucking 4 mil for the leveled up compact. Pristine 3 is like 10 mil. Yeah, those enchantments rack up in expenses and quite a lot. So yeah. Also, the reforge is quite nice. And then obviously, like, so it's like 60 mil for that. And then Full Sorrow is fuck me expensive. Me who currently has min bin. Because I remember buying this for like 4 mil, 6 mil, 6 mil, 3 mil. Like, I remember buying these dirt cheap, yeah? Back when Sorrow wasn't as expensive. Like, way back when. And I'm so happy I did. Like, I'm also happy I put the Pristine slot on before they fucking changed it, so you have to pay for that. Like, a lot of changes they made. And someone bought the Sorrow chest plate. That's a pog moment right there. I pressed the wrong button. This is what we call pog moment. Let's just screen cap that and just post that on Twitter. It's just pog moment. Pog. It's the entire post. Hashtag Hypixel Skyblock. And just an entire tweet just dedicated to the fact that a Sorrow chestplate sold on AH. That's the entire thing. That's the entire tweet. Laugh. Yeah, now we can do the funny where we claim this extra money. Pog. Third period biology. Wow. Now we have 24 mil in the bank. Yeah! Now we're not poor. Let's go! Not poor. I love not being poor. Oh yeah. I had to get a bank upgrade a while ago. Alright, mirror elections are now closed. Paul won. So, we get to go to the funny, we go to the Skyblock Hub. And then we go look at the fact that, we can now do dungeons. Cheaper dungeon rewards chests, and easier runs. So, yeah. Now there's gonna be a lot of people doing dungeons. There's just gonna be a lot of people doing dungeons. A lot of people doing kata. I mean, I could do a few kata runs. Like, a few kata runs wouldn't hurt. I get my Griffin pet. I mean, before I do any kata, first of all, collect minions with Griffin pet equipped to level up the Griffin pet a little bit. If I get to level 99, that'd be pog. Collect those. I have an enchanted ore bag, so I have like all the enchanted stuff goes into a bag, which is kind of pog. Collection. I think that's Max Slime Collection. It is Max Slime Collection, so now I can actually pick these up. Pick up minion. Pick up minion. See, now I can actually pick up the slime minions because I no longer need them because I have max collection now. So now I could look at like a different mob collection and like do a funny. But now I'm just gonna do the funny where I pick up the snow minions. do. Because it's ironically really good mining XP. And then you sell the snow to NPC. It sells for way more to NPC than it does on Bazaar. Now what we do is collection, combat collection. What needs leveling up? Oh shit! Do I want gas minions or creeper minions? Ah, that's a weird one. Like, creeper minions are a really weird one. Like, specifically creeper collection. Because to do creeper collection, I got dwarven mines. I'm gonna have to actually go to the gunpowder mines, run around, and like actually kill things. So I'm quite literally gonna have to run around the gunpowder mines, just killing like creepers, just to get the ability to like actually make creeper minions for gunpowder collection. That's like the one thing I've like completely neglected. Seems like there's a bunch of people that want creeper collection stuff. So basically I have to run around, hope something spawns behind me, and then turn around and then punch it. Like a very specific set of actions. It's like the most boring thing ever. Wah. Aww. I only killed 2. Is that at least enough? Oh no. Magic Find doesn't affect the amount of drops. I have looting, at least. I have looting 3, so I should be getting more. I just hope that when other people run around, they spawn it, and then I have time to kill it before it despawns because they get too far away. Because once I have the collection to craft the minions, I'm going to craft the minions. Like, buy a shit ton of gunpowder from AH. Well, no, not from the bazaar. You know what I mean? These are such a faff of a spawn, Christ. Gunpowder is probably one of the worst collections to start. Because it's quite literally just hoping that creeper randomly decides to spawn. And then noticing it. Yeah. Not fun. collection. I hate collection maxing out, because, like, it's one of the things you do need to do to, like, be able to do everything, is to have a good collection. At this point, I'm just waiting for these people to, like, spawn in a creeper. Just by walking around. Like that! There's also bestiary milestones. I need 11 more. I just need more people to walk by and spawn them. Please do the funny and spawn in. I don't want to be sat here for, like, literally ages. Please tell me that's... Yes! I really hope and fucking pray that it gives you it. I should really hope and pray. Other players certainly help. Yo. I need to get loot in 4, that's probably a good investment. Just in general. Yo, surely the amount of players just walking around here. Oh. Sad. I only need a little bit more. Like, a teeny weeny bit more. Actually, the one aggravating part of, like, anything. I mean, the explosive bow used to be meta, like, way back in the day. Yo. Yo. Alright, 5 more. Oh, come on. You're actually dying to them. Three more. What? Literally one more. Come on. One more. One more, and then I can just buy a shit ton of craft minions. Come on. Don't even know what the strat is. Like, making these things spawn more often. If there even is one. Maybe it's just, like, standing still, punching something, I don't know. I have to mine blocks at, like, rapid speeds. Mine's 1 gold ore, gets 5 gold all amount. Yo! Now I can go on my private island and actually do the thing, yo! Alright, for minions, got a little containment facility that's here. Probably gonna have to be really careful with this. I think probably a good idea is adequate safety procedure is to do this. Oh yeah, this is a drill and not a pickaxe, so therefore doesn't really function as a pickaxe on your own island very well, so you have to actually use like an actual pickaxe, which is odd. Alright, first of all, oh, that's just the nether wart farm, ignore that. These are the maxed out minions. These are just minions in general. Put these in there, throw the iron bars away, put that there. I sell everything in my backpack. There we go. Then, bazaar, combat, gunpowder. First of all, I'm gonna buy instantly, full inventory. No shit game. Now I'm gonna need to get wooden swords, so just plunk 2 of the stacks in there. Yeah, I've got like level 1 void links, cause like why not? Do 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I need 2 swords. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna need to buy more gunpowder. Bazaar. Gunpowder. Gunpowder. Buy instantly. Fill the inventory again. Alright, because I can't craft enchanted gunpowder myself, I'm just gonna sell this back to AH. Or Bazaar. And buy instantly. Like, they're both level 8. with a little bit of mild investment. Make them level 9. That way they get the even more speed buffy stuff. Now here's the weird part. I have to try and place these down without making my entire system go boom. Which is gonna be a little bit of a difficult issue. Give me a second. A little bit of an issue. Yeah, just a little bit of an issue. A little bit of an issue there. I think for safety procedures, the funny tower that should prevent the creepers from spawning on the actual thing. Very weird and specific circumstances of not wanting to have my entire base go boom. Now I just need to wait here to see if they actually can attack it. Let's throw these out. Because I want to make sure they can actually attack. Yeah, I still want to be like very specific. Because it says that they will go boom in the description of the minion. So I just want to make sure that they don't. I'm using like optimal subs. It's just beware of explosions. I mean, it's working quite fast. Right, that one does attack. What about this one?
You just came upstairs to bring me downstairs.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Fucking hell. Are you winning?
Streaming. Just checking the creeper minions. You seem to be placing them there. But do you actually attack the ones that are there? I mean, it looks like it's attacking them, which is good. I'm happy with that. Creeper minions are set up. Now I should be getting creeper like gunpowder collection. Sell the remaining gunpowder that I'm not going to need. I mean, how am I doing on minion slots? Because I just crafted a bunch of new minions. Yeah, craft 6 more unique minions to get next minion slot. Yeah, doing the creeper minion thing actually got a lot of my minion things sorted. Because, like, actually wanted to fulfill collection stuff. Because look at, like, other, like, combat-based collections. Yeah, that's low, but that's going to get sorted. Magma Cream is also low. I mean, Blaze Rod is also low. Bone is eventually going to max itself out. Because, like, skeletons, you kill a lot of skeletons naturally in the game. Zombie is another one that's naturally going to max itself out over time as I do Rev Slayers. Ender Pearls were already maxed ages ago. I think the next one is Gas Tier. silver fangs are so dirt cheap. Like, they just sell. Just a basic weapon. I mean, the silver fang is a good early game weapon. Like, one of the good early game weapons. Because it's dirt cheap. Anyone can afford it. $120k. Wow, this thing's this thing's craft cost is like 130k, but it's like min bin currently. No way. Let's look at the highest priced bin on the funny. This funny miner helmet. Lamau. Pig mask. Lamau. A null. A maxed out set of Maxor's boots with like intelligence. Which is like really weird. Those are Divine Necron boots. Eh? That means it had. That means it got auto recommed. And I think I know. I think I might know. I'm not sure. Divine Necron is just stupidly high stats. Set bonuses. Weh. It's just a hyper. That's market price. It's market price. A giant young drag head with baby skin. Expensive. No market price. Reaper mask with. Is it market price? Yeah, no, that's not market price. That's just hyperinflated. What's the funny hyper? If I go to tools and misc. This is just a shit post. Recombed cake soul. That's basically market price for a Scathe pet. That's literally market price for Scathe pet though. The same guy posted level 69. No, it's not the same person. It's just a fucking dungeon hole. With your mum. That's like market's price to Vaughn's drill. That's just actual market price to Vaughn's drill. That's a hyperinflated demand side handle. That is a market price demands drill. Completely maxed out. That is a completely maxed out. That is quite literally a completely maxed out Devon's drill. Enchants are maxed. Everything's maxed. Maxed. That's not maxed Devon's drill. That's just maxed Titan drill. I'm stupid. Still, that is kind of like worth it. There's a bunch of funny skater pets. And these things are just stupidly expensive. So many Devon's alloys now. There's a lot of Devon's alloys. Hyperinflated precursor gear. Titan drill. Titan drill. Basic price judgment core. When I go to weapons, most expensive weapon is hyperinflated. 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 Well, am I looking at that right? That is a maxed artisanal short bow. No way. That one's even recommed. It's not max, it's like every first level enchantment. But that one isn't, that's not recommed though. It's not true max. Yeah. See people shit posting. This man is called Silk Edge. It's a fully maxed silk. Oh crap, that is a fully maxed Silk Edge sword. Another max artisanal. Combat EXP boost Lamau. That's genuinely just a max term. Holy shit. Someone paid integer limit at fucking thingy for the Midas sword, Lamau. Integer limit, my gilded Midas. With one for all. Basically maxed Daedalus Axe with Chimera 5. This thing is entirely for Magic Find. It's entirely for like getting good drops. Sus. Wither blades. Hype just gives intelligence. The Astrea gives ferocity. I think one for all. That's a Chimera 2 Valk. I mean, I'm basically just looking at weapons I can't afford at this point. Either way, I'm bored now. I need to go eat food. I'm gonna end this stream here.